Hello, dear friends. Welcome in Homeopathy Canada live session. And as you guys all know that we are discussing the actions of the remedies. So today we are going to discuss one of the most important remedy. That remedy is Ignatia. So Ignatia is the important remedy, and it is polycrust remedy, and we use this remedy in lots of cases. And this remedy is proved by Dr. Hahnemann, and in his second volume he gave us 620 new symptoms. So Dr. Hahnemann described this remedy in very brief way. So let us discuss Ignatia. So Ignatia contain a considerable amount of strychnia, and this strychnia is very similar to our very popular remedy Nux vomica, strychnia, and it is doubtless to this alkaloid that it's on much of its energy. And the study of the effect of our present medicine will show its own distinctive individuality, and the study could nowhere better to carry it out than a Hahnemann pathogenesis. What Hahnemann said? He said, in poisonous quantity, Ignatia simply produce tetanic spasms and death by dyspnea. If there is any poisoning of Ignatia, it produces epileptic spasm, tetanic spasm. And if the person died, the reason behind is dyspnea. But these phenomena are resolved into their elements by the symptoms resulting from smaller dose. So Ignatia exerts the impressionability of the incident nerve all over the body. It affects everything, all nerves involvement. And through the proving, what we get, we have then pains and morbid sensation everywhere. Pains and different morbid sensations. What happened next? Increase susceptibility of the special senses. One side, we have a tetanic spasms, constriction. Other side, we have a pains and morbid sensation. And susceptibility is increased. Our special senses susceptibility increased. Emotional sensitivity. And probably from reflex excitation. Reflex excitations. Twitching. Constrictions. Spasms, and you will see the same thing. when we next time when we study the Naxuamika, you will see the same constriction, spasm in Naxuamika too. But the action of this drug is, however, is not deep or long lasting. It's not deep, not long lasting. And Hahnemann says an alternating series of symptoms. Alternating series of symptoms. Numbness, torpor, depression, and soon appear, which are themselves as superficial as their predecessors. And one of the most important, very unique, leading symptoms of this remedy suggested by Dr. Hahnemann is the febrile symptoms, fever symptoms. The febrile symptoms which the drug cause have the same characteristic. And what is unique in it, we will discuss now. Its chill is readily removed by external warmth. If you feel chill, if you give covering, it will not go anywhere. First. Second, and its heat is unaccompanied by thirst. Mostly in normal condition, if somebody having a fever, and fever after a chill stage, the body is heated and he always seeking for water because of the dehydration of the body. But here, if Ignatia having a chilliness, if you give covering, it will not go anywhere. And if there is a heat, there is no thirst. No thirst. So, is it with the mental or the moral phenomena which occur? The sense of being in hurry. The ready, starting, irritability, impatience, quarrelsomeness. Always complaining. Always complaining. Which mark its first effect. Often alternate with undue hilarity and silence melancholy. Fever. If somebody having a fever and patient always desire for cold water in chill stage, note it down. This is the leading characteristic of Ignatia. You will not find this symptom in anywhere. Chill stage, demand of water. Hot stage, no desire for water. In heat, no desire for water. There is an alternate state of joyfulness, excitation, and the same time you will find that there is a melancholic state, weeping mood. And there is a always having a sense of hurry. Sense of hurry. Irritability. Especially when this is connected with fever. And these symptoms have naturally lead to use of Ignatia in the treatment of hysteria. These are hysteric symptoms. Hysteric symptoms. And comparing to the moral state, it suit with the indications of nux vomica, what Hahnemann says. Hahnemann said it is not where anger, urgency, violence predominant. If person is angry, if person is always urgency to go anywhere, to do this, to that, do that, if person having a violent character, it will not Ignatia. Ignatia will not work there. It is nux vomica. But where the prevail rapid alternations between hilarity and desire to weep. One side person is very excited, very happy, but same times he feels very sad. Desire to weep. Desire to weep without any cause, and always says, Doctor, I always feel that I just want to cry. I want to cry. I feel this. And I do not say that Ignatia will follow hysteria into all its ramification. And next line, he is absolutely clear that Ignatia is not a single remedy to cover the whole signs and symptoms of hysteria. Never. But it will remove many of its painful, spasmodic, and convulsive phenomena. Painful, spasmodic, and convulsive phenomena, and by its continued, it will greatly improve the fundamental perversion of the nerves function, especially the emotional intensity, emotional instability. It improves that emotional disturbance, emotional imbalance. It is also be frequent service in other neurotic affections, like before Hahnemann time, this remedy is used for epilepsy, epileptic attack. And he agreed that in the first attack, so caused when assuming a threatening aspect either in account of its duration or rapid reoccurrence. If the attack is acute, if there is a rapid reoccurrence, Hahnemann says yes, we can use this remedy. This remedy is used for epilepsy attack. And it may even be permanently cured by a single small dose. Single small dose can be covered. He says, moreover, that epileptic fits which only occur after charging, grief about a moral wrong. If somebody say anything wrong, if somebody hurt her, if somebody disturbed emotionally her, and if afterwards he got these convulsive fits, Ignatia will cure this. And never appear from any other cause may be prevented by this drug. Not other causes. Emotional causes. Emotional disturbance. Moral disturbance. And a charging, that is the sense of offense, is a causative factor here. to which he think Ignatia especially adapted when it's affect person who are not in the habit of breaking out into vehement or seeking revenge. If the person is reactive, if the person is give you immediately response, and if the person say everything in face of you, there's never be Ignatia. She will silent, who keep everything inside and develop on its in their recollections, always dwell there. But when fright and grief are the exciting emotions, Ignatia has been found hardly less useful. If these are not reason, Ignatia will not help. Ignatia will not help. If we talk about neuralgia, because very few people use Ignatia in neuralgic condition, and it has found a place. This is excellently characteristic by Gerson. In his article on this therapeutic of prosopalgia, it means trigeminal neuralgia, which you will find translated in the 20th volume of British Journal of Homeopathy. This article is given there. Its neuralgia is that of hyperesthetic patient, hypersensitive, which nevertheless is borne patiently, or at most a quiet weeping. And it is not deeply rooted and often alternate with pain of the same kind elsewhere. So, reason will be the same, but the results will be the different. Ignatia also causes and has cured several local affections. And what kind of local affections? Like it really excites headache, especially a oppressive aching in limited sport. If he put finger, he feel that pain is here. Shifting one from one to the others. Sometimes the concentrated pressure is described as if the pointed body, as if there is a pointed body inside, resembling clavus hystericus. Clavus hystericus. And the 15 volumes of the monthly homeopathic review, Dr. Sheldon explained the headache of Ignatia. And it is, of course, accompanied with the great impressionability of the senses and frequently passes off evacuations of large quantity of pale, limpid urine. It says, if there is a headache, oppressive headache, always as if something is pushing from inside to outside, and it is relieved by pale, limpid urine. He feel okay when he passed the urine. And its height, it is often agonizing. And agonizing, you will feel the same pain in colocynth. Agonizing pain. If this pain is at peak, and Ignatia feel that agonizing pain, there is a restlessness, then the chilliness throughout, coldness, disturbance of the visions. And what he feel a circle of white, shining, frickling zigzag when look out of the lines of visions. The latter at which one look becoming invisible, and those which are close by becoming so much more bright. So much bright. One side, the words are not visible, and one side, the words are more prominent, more brighter. These type of visual effects produced by Ignatia. In the throat, a peculiar sensation as if lump were here. There is lump here. And there is a sore pain when swallowing, but between the act of deglutition, the lump is felt most. When she is deglutited, nothing. But in between the deglutition, he feels the lump here. Sometimes the girls or a few boys when feel something, then when they feel somebody say something, they feel that I want to cry, but I'm not able to cry because I feel that there is something stuck here. The word stuck here. The lump-like feeling. Something is there. If that something is here, is present in here, then the remedy is sepia. Something round ball is present in the epigastrium. Sepia. Lump is here in the throat. There is a sore pain. If you examine the pain, there is nothing the matter of there. Nothing happened there. Everything is normal. But if you see belladonna, you feel there is redness. A lump feeling. But there is no swallowing. A peculiar feeling of weakness in the pit of stomach was complained by more than one of the prover. Feeling of weakness. But if there is a feeling of emptiness, sinkingness, this is sepia. Weakness. If the patient is constipated, mostly the pain in the lower part, but Ignatia feeling the pain upper part, especially in Ignatia. Feel the pain here, not here. So the great formations, and Hahnemann said, this is the characteristic symptom of Ignatia. Feeling of weakness, feeling of lump in the throat. This is the characteristic of Ignatia. Characteristic. The menses are premature and profuse. There is the itching of the skin, which Hahnemann observed that it is characterized by ready disappearance after scratching. Scratch, disappear. And that is characterized by rapidly disappearance after scratching. Sleep is absent or very light or prevented by starting. And Ignatia is also used in intermittent fever, which is characterized by thirst during cold and absence of thirst during hot stage. This is the characteristic of Ignatia. If this is present, Ignatia is the remedy. So this is the pathogenesis of Ignatia, explained by Dr. Hahnemann. So if we know this, we can easily describe, we can easily use this remedy in multiple type of pathology, advanced or acute pathology, we can use this with full confidence. And if you guys have any questions regarding this, please don't hesitate to ask, and share this video with your friends, with your colleagues. And if any type of problems you are suffering from, you can directly contact us. We will definitely give you a solution of it. Thank you so much.